The machine tool technology program starts with all basics. Machine 1 would be our bank of lathes, engine lathes. Machine 2 is learning how to set up and machine with the milling machine, and then surface grind projects. And then we get into advanced projects. So it starts from the very basics, enter at your own skill level, and then you advance from there. Main goals of the student are hopefully to acquire a certificate of achievement and or 2-year degree and associate's degree in machine tool. And with the basics that a student will learn here, they should be able to find employment in the machine tool trade. We have local manufacturers that call when they have a need for certain level machinists, and so I have first shot at supplying a machinist for them. Just about everything you can think of, from basic metalworking, which would be deburring parts, to polishing parts, to CNC production work, to mold making, die making. We also have prototype machining, specialized. It just and as you see over in the corner, we have the engine machining going on to tie in with our automotive program. But any type of machining we can take care of. Well, that's basically what America was based on, was manufacturing. You take a look at what's going on now with the unemployment. Most of it's because a great deal of our manufacturing has been sent overseas, but now we're actually recovering. History repeats itself. This has happened many times, and this was severe, but a lot of the work is coming back, and new companies are sprouting up with the green machines coming out now, so I'm seeing a lot of interest in that. Depends on the individual, how far they want to carry it. Personally, I started just like any of the kids coming in or adults to take the machining, and I worked up to the level of manager of tool rooms. So anywhere is in between there, beginning machinist, intermediate, manager of a machine shop. It just depends on what that student is looking for. Actually, with machining, you can find a job anywhere in the world. That's one of the few trades that I can honestly say that I could go anywhere and probably find a job. It's a dual credit program that we have for the high school students. They acquire points from the high school and credits for a degree here or certificate, whatever they choose. It's important if they don't really like the academia end of school, then the trades would be something that they may be interested in. If they're good working with their hands and they don't mind getting dirty, this would be for them. If you don't mind getting your hands dirty and you like mechanically, if you're mechanically inclined, would you mind working on machines, making chips? It's a lifelong career once you get into it, but you would have to like this particular type of work. They love getting their hands dirty. I had a young lady that came in. She was going for the nursing program. Both her parents, mom and dad, were machinists. Her dad had her tearing down transmissions on the kitchen table. She did not mind getting her hands dirty, and she absolutely loved this type of work. So, well, just the projects alone here is that you're starting with a raw piece of material. It has no shape. It might be round, rectangular, and then you turn it into something like our Lathe 1 project is aluminum handle with a brass head on a hammer, but you have to form everything and hold tolerances, and then you are graded as to how closely it matches the print. It's an art. I have often said that this is more like an art class. You do take a piece of material and you turn it into something, whether it's a project here or outside. Anything that you look at inside a building, outside a building, a machinist has something to do with it. Well, number one, you have to have an interest in this. Number two is you can acquire the points or credits for college. I have several high school students that have taken 4 semesters started when they were juniors in high school, and they have over 20 credits towards a 60-credit degree. Plus, this is a great trade to get into. It's a career. You can start anywhere from $8 to $9 an hour as a beginner. You can't expect to make top dollar as a beginning machinist, but if you take an interest and you work hard over a few years, you're going to get into the $12 to $18 range, and then after a few years after that, if you continue to learn, then you will possibly get up into the $25 an hour range, and then if you get into the business end, management, you can look at up to $50 an hour. Oh, it's an excellent living. Just depends on how far you want to carry it. The high school students receive a $250 scholarship from local manufacturers. That's through our foundation, and for one semester. Usually they sign up for 2 semesters, fall and spring semester, the same as their high school, and they receive a total of $500, and I believe it's around $100 for their portion of the enrollment fee. Yes, they get about 1/3 to 1/4 of what it would cost to them. It's an excellent deal.